You have 7 hours and 54 minutes of remaining drive time.
Should have did a mic check on this thing here. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. What's up there, Michael Perry? I'm doing a mic check. Can you hear me out there in YouTube land? I assume that you can't hear me. Hey, what's up there, Ananda? What is happening? I want to welcome Michael and Ananda to the chat room. I want to welcome all of you. As always, in the name of our ancestors, peace forever and always. Welcome to another edition of what I call the Reality's Temple on Earth. I am your soul brother. I'm also the mighty one, Angelsnupnup7. Early in the morning, in a racist society. Ananda said, waiting to hear the real truth. Okay, I hope I can bring that to us. I surely do. I hope I can bring that to us. Well, this morning, I just want to let you know, as always, in YouTube land, don't expect Angelsnupnup7, don't expect the Reality's Temple. Well, I'm going to be here. I have other channels. But every time I turn around, one of my videos is being flagged. And eventually, sooner or later, this channel is going to be terminated. That's just how it goes in YouTube land. Because we have a lot of cowards. YouTube, the flagging system is computer generated. So since it's computer generated, the flag, the reporting of hate speech, that's very popular, because if you report a video as hate speech, with the climate that we're looking at in YouTube land and Facebook, people know when they report any video as hate speech, because the system is computer generated, it's a big probability that they can have it removed. I remember back in the day, I put up a video about a chicken. It was just a chicken in the barnyard clucking, and they flagged that video for hate speech. Now, there's a lot of sisters that I like. Y'all know about Terry Ellis, but I like Tyra Banks also. I put up a video with Tyra Banks, and they flagged it for hate speech. It was nothing but Tyra Banks doing what Tyra Banks do. They flagged it for for hate speech because, you know, the only thing she was doing was modeling clothes. They flagged that video for hate speech. So in YouTube land, y'all know you are surrounded by cowards, faceless cowards. Anybody can sit behind a computer and they know when your video is flagged, you have no idea who the flagger is. You have no idea. Now, when it's copyright infringement or somebody is claiming copyright infringement, YouTube will tell you who has flagged your video for copyright infringement. I must say, I've had the honor of being flagged for copyright infringement by our brother Taalik Nasheed. What's up, Taalik? What's going on, bro? Now I am, once again, I cannot blame white people at all. I cannot blame Chinese people. I can't blame the Africans. I can't blame the Indians for being flagged. I know where it's coming from. I really, truly believe from this one particular person. When I first began to title this video, I started to put pro-black, black first, was flagging my video. I don't think that's fair. Unlike them, I try to be fair and I try to be just. What's up there, Syrian? I try to be fair and I try to be just. I have an idea that this flagging is coming from the RBG nation. Well, not actually the RBG nation, but one particular troll. This troll that used to be on my panel, who has never liked me because I refuse to be an African. This guy Nollywood Jr. And the reason why he's flagging my videos is because he has no other choice. He wants to try to, I guess, bring attention and get other people to join the bandwagon to speak against me. But I don't even think he has 150 subscribers. And he's made a video speaking about me, but he can't get people on the bandwagon. There's a reason why people don't want to get on the bandwagon. Because it's a waste of their time. It's a waste of their time. So, yeah, he's hating. He's hating because he's part of something that's a losing proposition. The Mississippi campaign, he really hates because it's a high probability that it can be way successful if we done it than his RBG nation, which is supposed to be based on Marcus Garvey. Now look, see, it goes back to, this is not nothing new. Jealousy, envy, hatred. This goes back to the Nation of Islam and Malcolm X. A very familiar story. Now you know, and I know, you never did see the Nation of Islam, and Malcolm asked for a debate. Malcolm asked to be put on trial in the Nation of Islam, but they didn't do it. Now, if your RBG nation, if your Nation of Islam teachings, and like I say, I'm not going to say the Nation of Islam. I've been on YouTube since 2007. I've made a lot of Minister Farrakhan videos. I know they've never flagged those videos. Never even tried. So I really can't say the Nation of Islam is behind the flagging. My videos have not been flagged until I started talking about the black conscious community in general, and especially when I put that RBG in my title. That makes that Guy Hollywood person really, really angry. But it goes back to something like the situation between the Nation of Islam and Malcolm. You know and I know the reason why even Elijah Muhammad and Farrakhan himself back in the day, and none of them suckers wanted to debate or put Malcolm on trial, is because they knew they would lose. If Malcolm was here right now, Farrakhan wouldn't stand a chance. All his articulation, all his charisma, all his thousands of people, or whatever the hell it is. Now here's Malcolm, just like me. Back in the day, Malcolm was a little guy. The Nation of Islam was an extremely big guy because of Malcolm X. Not because of Elijah Muhammad, not because of Master Farad Muhammad. God himself could not do what Malcolm done. The Nation of Islam did not become the Nation of Islam as we know it until Malcolm X. God himself could not raise the Nation of Islam to the prominence it became. Elijah Muhammad could not do it. And the only reason why Farrakhan has been able to do what he done or doing is because he riding the boot tails, riding the coat of Malcolm X, whether you like it or not. That's it. So you know, I know, and you know that if the Nation of Islam tried to debate or put Malcolm X on trial, you and I both know Malcolm X would have tore their butt up and embarrassed them and made Elijah Muhammad look even worse. We know this. So, now, the thing about this is, the Nation of Islam, the RBG Nation, all these black first, Kemetic, Hebrew Israelite, all these folks, they claim to have all this wisdom, all this understanding. They done their research. They have the power. They have the wisdom. They got the master scholars. They have all of this. But when it's all said and done, they turn to murder. Flagging in the YouTube universe is assassination. Flagging is murder. Now, this particular person, I've talked to this guy lots of times, and he's just not a match at all. He's a waste of time. He gets emotional real quick. This man knows he can't do a damn thing with me. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been in this game a long time. I've had to deal with the best. I also was incarcerated, so I know how to go to court and state my case. And I beat the people. They said it was impossible, and I beat their happy ass. So really, for them, it's easier to seek your death. It's easier to assassinate you.
Proceed to the highlighted route.
Which makes them a hypocrite, because they say that the white man is afraid of their so-called truth. So if you flagging me, seeking my death, you must fear my truth, and they do. My truth is real. My truth is reality. They cannot handle reality. They live in la-la land. Here you are, part of the so-called RBG nation, which don't exist.
7 hours and 39 minutes of remaining drive time.
The RBG nation does not exist. There's a whole lot of different people claiming RBG, There is no RBG nation. There is no leader for the red, the black, and the green. This man wants to make mockery of the planned Mississippi campaign. But what exactly did Marcus Garvey accomplish? Hold on a second, y'all. To my knowledge, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but to my knowledge, the greatest accomplishment of Marcus Garvey was those ships. And I think they had about 3 ships they put on the water. They bought 3 ships. Now, what they don't tell us, on the outside, it looked all good. And, you know, brothers and sisters during that time, they was very proud. I would be proud too. You know, those ships. But the reality of it was, Marcus Garvey was incompetent. The reality of it was, they bought some ships that should have been at the junkyard, the ship junkyard. Scrap. They should have been made into scrap metal. These peckerwoods, because you know we don't build any ships. These peckerwoods ripped them off. And those ships never made any money. Never. And the people that Marcus Garvey left in charge was incompetent. They never made any money. They was losers. And that's the problem right now. Everything these people do, they are incompetent, they're losers, and they cannot accept their reality. Marcus Garvey did not win. And then the ironic thing is Marcus Garvey talking all this, let's go back to Africa stuff. And when he was deported, Marcus Garvey died in Europe. He did not die in Africa. No part of Africa. He died among Caucasian people, among the races. That's where he died, after talking all this African stuff. So this man is angry at me because I refuse to be an African. Not only do I refuse to be an African, I can prove my point. Whoa, this sun is killing. It's really, really bright. So RBG is a losing proposition. I have the utmost respect for Marcus Garvey. No doubt about that. In some of my older videos, I used to have Marcus Garvey behind me. I love Marcus Garvey. I love all our people that tried. But they tried and they failed. They lost the battle. But they kept putting us in a better position so that we can win. The problem is, we don't have the strength, we don't have the heart like them. We want to sit on our ass and watch videos and listen to pretty speeches all damn day long. Because we're comfortable. They were not comfortable. During the time of Marcus Garvey, they were still hanging, lynching black people outright during the time of Marcus Garvey. During the time of the Nation of Islam, when Elijah Muhammad was coming up, Noble Jew Ali, all these brothers and sisters, because the sisters was helping. I'm never going to exclude our sisters. Our sisters are powerful. Our sisters are smart. Our sisters are brave. All of our people was fighting. This small group. Remember, we as a people never tried to get free. We as a people, just like right now, we as a people, the 70 million in this nation, only a few 100,000 really fight for things to help make our life better. Like you, some of you have that mindset, myself, just a small handful. Remember, if it was not for the Civil War, we'd probably still be slaves. Because the masses, the majority of the slaves, was not interested in being free. Do you understand? They was not interested in being free at all. So even though God in Hollywood is flagging me, and the RBG Nation and all these blackity black folks, they hate my guts and don't like me. See, I still respect them because they understand our situation and they willing to try. They know that we are in a slave-like condition and they willing to do something rather than sit around here and be a damn slave on a plantation like most of our people are. And y'all know that. You really can't talk to your family because you know you might be the only rebel in your family. Can't talk to your mother or father and sisters and brother and cousin. When you talk about this black stuff, they look at you like you crazy because they are comfortable slaves. This is the only life that they know. Their minds are not open. This is it. I'm an American. Just let me get a job, have a bunch of babies maybe, get drunk, and die. That's the cycle. That's the cycle. So even though I speak how I speak about blackity black, these black conscious and all like that, I still have to give them their props because of their mindset. However, their solutions, and how they want to do things is off base. It is inappropriate for the time. You still want to use strategy that you have not changed, that does not work. And if you really look at what I call the Mississippi campaign actually embraces all of these things. It embraces the Marcus Garvey concept, the Dr. Sebi concept, the Nation of Islam concept, the Umar Johnson concept. It actually embraced all of those things. Voting, marching, the Mississippi campaign focused on all of it. All these strategies wrapped into one. Either you're gonna lose big or you win big. I say, if you do it right, you can win really, really big. Man, I'm telling you, if you can see what I see. See, look, I am a winner. I don't believe in losing. Anybody that have ever competed against me will tell you I like to win. I don't like incompetence. Matter of fact, even in the Nation of Islam, they don't like incompetence. Our problem is we are incompetent. Our problem is you want to feel like you're a winner when you have done nothing to win. I'm not going to do that. When I win, I don't have to tell you. You're going to know that I'm a winner. You don't have to give me my props. It's going to be quite obvious I'm a winner. So it's very silly to run around flagging videos because you don't like what they say. I don't mind debating any of these people, but they are silly. You know how silly they are. I don't have time for that kind of stuff. I tried to talk to this guy, this RBG Nation guy in Hollywood person, and before we could even get the debates, the conversation started, he starts crying and calling people coons and sambos and all these. Man, nobody don't have no time for that kind of stuff. I was just watching a sister, what's her name? Vicky Diller, whatever her name is. She was on the show on Jesse Lee Peterson's show. Next thing you know, she calling this man a coon. Uncle Tom and all that. See, these people are so damn silly. Nobody have time for that. If you are intelligent, show your intelligence. If you got all the wisdom, show it. They don't have it. Jesse Lee Peterson was whooping her ass. I was watching Malcolm Flex TV, and a lot of the people in the comment section, they was watching that video, and they was embarrassed because Jesse Lee Peterson was just, I mean, his questions was valid. He was just smashing her. But you know how these people do. They still feel as though they won. Well, they just want to put on like they won the debate or something like that. They know they lost. These people know they don't have nothing if they come up against me. They know it. All these YouTubers with a popular channel, they are not going to mess with me. They know better. The only people on YouTube that's gonna mess with me is these small guys, like Guy Nollywood Jr., because he don't have nothing to lose. He don't have a large following. He don't have nothing to lose. But these big guys are not going to mess with me. If you think if they don't know about Angelsnupnup7, if you don't think they haven't saw some of my videos, you're going to be greatly mistaken. They know they don't have a damn thing coming because they're dealing with the real truth. Not part of the truth, not a little bit of the truth. You're dealing with reality here. They've never dealt with somebody like me. Never. They used to argue over religion, arguing over science and all this other nonsense, history. They've never had to deal with, but they never had to deal with reality. They have no idea of how to argue and debate with reality. People who can't handle reality, they turn to religion. People who can't handle reality turn to the bottle. They turn to drugs. They turn to their sex organs. They turn to overeating. Anything to escape reality. Well, I'm sorry. And see, the thing about me is I come from that place. Remember, I was Nation of Islam. Remember, I've been in this thing ever since I was a little boy. You ain't teaching me nothing new that I don't already know. Scholarship is not going to help us. All this supreme wisdom and all this stuff these people talking about, the Bible, the Quran, the stuff is not working. You can use those things as inspiration, but you don't have the right plan. Hey, what's up there, twin? I am like a man in the mirror. They want to be something that they are not. They don't like me because I destroy all their fairy tales, their fantasy. I make them see themselves for who they really are. You are not a king. You're not a god. You're not a goddess. You're not that smart. You don't have no damn scholarship. So I mess up the whole fantasy they have in their mind. You're not spiritual. None of these things. Hey, twin. That's why they don't want me to talk. That's why they seek my murder. Not only flagging my videos, but as you know, they want to kick my ass. Some of them probably even have thoughts of murder. Why? Why? Because they can't handle the truth. But see, again, as they teach, this is their teaching. You can't murder the truth. So you can kill Angelsnupnup7. You can flag Angelsnupnup7, but you cannot stop the truth. You cannot stop it. Bullets, the only thing a bullet or a knife can do is murder the flesh. There's somebody out there that's gonna take my place. I already know it, because it's time. It's time. Oh no, Brother Micah. I've had death threats, all kinds of stuff, ever since I've been on YouTube. I'm going to talk. That's my purpose, is to talk. And to wake us up, really, for real. Not give you no fairy tale as stories, fantasy stories about what Kemet was. Kemet is gone. Kemet is not alive. Kemet ain't nothing but some damn rocks and some scribbles on some stone. It don't exist no more. Get that through y'all head. They live in fantasy, la la land. It don't exist. Nobody from Kemet taught you nothing. This is a fact. And the people who live in Egypt right now don't claim your ass. Don't have nothing to do with you. This is a fact. And you foaming at the mouth, always trying to be something that you're not, always trying to put yourself in a place where you don't belong. People don't want nothing to do with your happy ass. And you want to get angry at me because I'm just keeping it real. And I'm going to keep it real. I've been where you are. When I was a child, the Bible said you can't stay a child forever. When you become an adult, you have to put away childish things. I'm an adult. That's why you can't mess with me. You still in a childlike state. You can't do nothing with me. But I'm also humble. If you say something that is correct, I will acknowledge that. I have no problem with saying, I'm wrong. I didn't know that. I have no problem with that at all. But if you think I'm going to be some African and my information, my logic and my understanding, using common sense, is telling me something is wrong with this, I'm going to stand with what my brain tells me. Something is wrong. You're not going to force me to be a damn African.
Speed warning.
And since you know I'm an African, tell me what tribe I come from, what language I'm supposed to speak. According to you, show that you are mixed. You're not an African. In order to be an African, you got to be pure. You have to be a pure Congolese. You have to be a pure Somalian, Nigerian. You got to be pure. Your own DNA tests tell you that you mixed up. You're not an African. And those people don't claim your happy ass.
Speed warning.
You are in denial. You cannot accept reality because of the, I'm going to say this and we're going to be out of here. Based upon the scholars. The scholars use their talent just like Christian scholars or any of these other people who have scholars. The Nazis, Adolf Hitler had scholars and scientists and historians. They use their talent just enough to support their belief and ideology. I have much respect for Dr. Clark, Dr. Ben, and all our scholars. They do just enough to prove their point. That's all they done.
Speed warning.
They didn't go no further, just like Christian scholars. They mess with history only enough to prove their point. They don't keep going. They don't keep exploring. They don't keep thinking.
Speed warning.
Because if they did, they would come up to the conclusions that I come up with. Plus, There are a lot of things they don't take into consideration because 1 + 1 don't equal 3. Something is missing. Something is. They only do enough to prove their point. That's all. Because if any further, and you put in the missing parts that they never speak about, you have no choice but to come to the same conclusions that I have. The Nation of Islam says, accept your own and be yourself. And it's not a righteous Muslim. That's the wrong conclusion. That's the wrong conclusion. Yourself, whether you like it or not, and I know you feel shame, we are descendants of slaves born in America, having African or Aboriginal ancestry. We are a new people created by slavery. That's the reality. We was created by slavery. We are not Egyptians. We are not no damn Africans. We are not Aboriginal. We're none of these damn people. We only carry their name. And none of these people are claiming you because they know it. They know it. The problem is you cannot accept that reality. I don't want to be them. I'm very proud of Charles Darwin and Sojourner Truth, Lewis Lattimore, all our people of the past and their accomplishments, even as slaves. I'm proud of them. There is no blood on our hands unless we was fighting for this peckerwood in this country. Nobody can say that we enslaved them. Nobody can say that we oppressed them. We're clean. You should be happy. The world that you see, we don't have nothing to do with that. We are the victims of this world. You can't blame the world problems and how the world is on us. We don't have nothing to do with that thing. We are new. We start from a clean slate. You should be happy about that. But you're ashamed because we came from slaves. So what? If your mother was a crackhead and your father was a crackhead, you cannot help where your parents come from. The thing about it is, you don't have to be a crackhead. You think that these people are better than you because they built a pyramid or whatever the hell. Look at their real history. Look at the reality of their history. It ain't all that hot. Ain't nothing to brag about. Most of these people don't even exist no more. The hell with them. We can become the example of humanity that humanity really needs, to put humanity back on the right path. Because on the current path that humanity is on, they're looking for extinction. Syrian says that I can't be sure that I'm not 100% African. Very simple, Syrian. First of all, the DNA test that these people take tell you that you're not 100%. Another thing, Africa is a continent. It's not a people. There's no people called African. That's a continent. What people are you talking about? Another thing, nobody is claiming you. Who is claiming you? Nobody. It's very simple. Accept your own and be yourself. And that is a soul brother and a soul sister. Where does that come from? That comes from your ancestors. I did not make that up. Our ancestors, y'all always talk about the ancestors this and the ancestors that. Your ancestors called us soul brothers and sisters. You just ignore that. Some of them Many of them are still alive right now, and you ignore them. They said we're soul brothers and sisters, which is a good concept because it takes us out of that race garbage. You a black man, you color, you Negro, African. We're none of these people. We are not African, we're not Aboriginal. Common sense. Common sense tells us that. I don't give a damn what you look like. In fact, who do we look like as a people? Now, of course, because of the way I look, oh, you some kind of African. Remember, there are black people who pass for white folks. If you're an African, how the hell can you pass and look like a European? If you're African.
Keep to the left on I-70 East.
We can look like white people. We can look like some kind of Africans or Jamaicans or whatever, because it's in our bloodstream. But we're not white people, Caucasians. We're not Africans, we're not Aboriginal, we are ourselves. You should be proud to be who you are. Accept your own and be yourself. Use your brain.
Speed warning.
Do your own thing. Be proud of what you can build with your own hands. Why you gotta brag about what somebody else did? Plagiarizing other people's history. Bragging about what other people done like you had something to do with it. You ain't built no damn pyramid. You ain't done none of those things. You ain't have nothing to do with it. Build something with your own hands. When you accomplish things on your own, then you don't have to brag about what somebody else did. But see, RBG Nation don't accomplish a damn thing. Nation of Islam, all this blacky black stuff is not accomplishing nothing where you can be proud of. That's why you gotta focus on old stuff that you don't have nothing to do with.
In a half mile.
So flagging,
left on I-70 East.
flagging, so calling Angelsnupnup7 a Sambo, Uncle Tom Coon, flagging Angelsnupnup7, that makes you feel good. Nothing but more feel-good fantasy rhetoric, you know, fantasy stuff to make you feel better about yourself. It does not change nothing. It does not negate the fact that you're a loser. And you're losing the battle here. And the people that you're trying to emulate, they fight. You can win if you change your strategy, change your mindset, and love your people.
Speed warning.
Love your people. Stop tripping on people because they gay, because they married to a white person, they smoke crack, or whatever the hell it is, whatever problem you have with people, or because they refuse to be an African. Love your damn people. That goes to show you that you're a hypocrite. If you love me, what the hell you flagging me for? That's not love, that's hate. You don't love nobody, y'all liars. That's not love, that's hate. Trying to force somebody to do something they don't want to do. You just like the Peckerwood, you just like the racists are. You don't love nobody. You have questionable intentions, just like everybody else that exploit the black man and woman in America. You want to use us like everybody else has done. I am not going to go for that, no. People need to see you for what you. Well, we're having technical difficulties here. But I just wanted to I just wanted to touch on that real quick. It's mighty funny that people that claim that they love us so much, how dirty that they would do you, call your names, Uncle Tom, Bed Winch, Coon, Sambo. They love you so damn much. Flag your videos, slander your name, spread lies on people. These are the people that love us. Okay, yeah, I get it. I will continue to speak out against all this blackity black stuff. You say I'm calling them names. You're damn skippy.
Speed warning.
Because I don't love them. I don't like them. They're a bunch of pieces of trash. Sewer trash. Yeah, I call them names. I don't like them. I don't say that I love them. I told you I don't like them. They don't love us. The only thing they want is your money. The only thing they want you as a slave. Why should I love them? Why should I like them? They are my enemy.
Speed warning.
They started this. They started this. They are the ones attacking people, brothers and sisters. They are my enemy. You're damn right I'm gonna call them names. Real names. They liars. They deceivers. They tricksters. They are murderers. They jealous. They envious of people. They flagging my channel. You're damn right. They pieces of trash.
Speed warning.
I'm not gonna show them nothing. That's your method. You go show them love. I ain't showing them a damn thing. You go show them love. Tried to be nice to these suckers. Tried to be nice to these suckers for 10 years. They are nothing. They have the same. They have the same mindset as the racists do. The only thing you have to do is take black out of the equation, and they sound just like the skinheads or Donald Trump or any of these other people out here. They are your enemy. They just want to make a slave out of you. Your enemies and all this other crap. When these people treat me like they have some damn sense, I would treat them the same way. I told you I don't like them. They don't love me, I don't love your ass either. I don't turn the other cheek. I didn't do a damn thing to you. I don't go to these people's channel, I make my videos. I don't go to these people's channel. They go and lie to liars. I don't bother them. I don't talk about them. I talk about the RBG nation, the Nation of Islam in general. I don't go to their channels at all. But they liars. And their listeners don't think. Their listeners are nothing but robots. They don't have no mind of their own. They don't ask proof. Show us that this man is bothering you. You can screenshot. You got audio. Show us that this man is bothering you. They'll never show it because I'm not bothering them. I'm on here on my channel making my videos. I'm not bothering these people at all. They don't even have to watch my videos, but they do. Because they know there's a voice out there that's speaking against their foolishness. There's a voice out there that's keeping it real to the best of my ability. There's a voice out there that knows more than what you know. I know about all that RBG stuff. I know about the Nation of Islam. I know about all that comedic stuff. They are a bunch of losers, and they cannot accept the reality. They are in denial that they're a bunch of losers. We can change this almost overnight. These people, if they were in the right state of mind, like they claim they are, we could change this overnight, y'all. They are the ones in the way. They are worse than the racists are. Because they hide behind this black stuff. Hey, Sister Karen. What's up? What's up? They are a worse enemy than the racists. Because they keep our people in La La Land, telling our people lies. They are not what they seem. They're not what they say. So if this channel, if you ever wake up, oh man, look at this. If you ever wake up and you don't see my channels, then just Google me, baby. Just Google me. Just Google Angelsnupnup7, Reality's Temple. You gonna find me again. And I don't really have this kind of trouble on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, come to my Facebook channel. If you come to my Facebook channel, you won't miss a beat. But you want to know something? I've never had any problem out of RºSuit said. I met RºSuit very briefly in St. Louis back in 2009. And the only thing he said to me was, you that brother that be talking about me. And I told him, I'm talking about you so that you can be the best that you can be. I want you to seek your highest potential. But this Egyptian stuff, what is he doing? RºSuit is in the same spot that he was back in 2009, in 2019. Has not progressed, has not done nothing. Oh yeah, Scott. Yeah, they be hating on you. But see, that's the problem with the Negro. Jealousy and envy. See, it's not when they listen to the Mississippi campaign, it's not that it's not a good idea. The problem is they wish that it came from their camp. They want it to be RBG. They want it to be Nation of Islam. They want it to come from their camp. They want to give God the credit. But see, Mississippi campaign, black conscience don't get the credit. God don't get the credit. But you should be happy. Who get the credit? We do. Yeah, myself and Brother Taalik, we sat down one night and we came up with the concept. But it's us. It's us. It's our brain. It's us. Original from us. Our people. And you want to know something? It's not nothing new. The Mississippi campaign is not nothing new. Our ancestors was doing it anyway. The only thing that stopped them was them racist ass peckerwoods in the South. That's what stopped them. Like many of the things that we try to do. These racists stop us. So when you make mockery of the Mississippi campaign, you're not making mockery of me. You're making mockery of the ancestors that you claim that you love. See, that goes to show you that these people are hypocrites. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. When I said soul brothers and sisters, that came from us. When I talk about the Mississippi campaign, that's us. You are, when you attack the Realist Temple, when you attack the Angelsnupnup7, you are attacking your ancestors. The only real ancestors that you know. You don't know nothing about no and all this other stuff, the Hebrews and the Moors. You don't know nothing about them people. You have people, your ancestors, some of them are still alive right now, that came up and was calling themselves soul brothers and sisters. And you just ignore them. You ignore them and you want to talk about dead. The ancestors that are alive right now that call themselves soul brothers and sisters, you just ignore them. The brothers and sisters that could have taken control of the South are alive right now today, and you just ignore them for dead folks. Y'all love some dead people, and you ignore the living. Well, see, your Jesus is supposed to bring life, and life more abundantly. And that's what I'm doing. That's my purpose, is to bring you life. Because I don't worship. I give honor and respect to the dead, but I'm not dead. But I'm not dead. I concentrate on the living. Love you, Malcolm, but he's not here no more. Love you, Marcus Garvey, Dr. King, they're not here no more. I have to concentrate on those who are alive now, in the present. The dead cannot help you. But that's all we do. Talk about what dead folks done. And that's right. That's another thing. And see, these people, I'm gonna say this and we're gonna be out of here. So they're a bunch of hypocrites. If you threaten my life, they say I'm wrong for going to the white man and telling the white man, this Caucasian man, who is in control, that these people are trying to want to kill me. I'm wrong for doing that. But at the same time, they go to the white man, YouTube, and flag your videos. Bunch of hypocrites. Everything about them they use come from the white man. Alquan, that troll Alquan just made a video, and an old white woman was parking her car. He stopped making his video to talk about the old white woman that's parking her car. He got to acknowledge them. Bunch of hypocrites.
Construction ahead.
Also, just like Alquan, I can guarantee you, a lot of them have relationship with white people. A lot of them are dating white folks behind the back. They lusted for white people. In fact, I had a private conversation with some brothers, and they was talking about Kim Kardashian, and they confessed if Kim Kardashian was in a hotel room and she was butt naked, you know, they would get with Kim Kardashian. Because they are man, they can't help it. I don't care. I don't care what white woman. Well, first of all, I've experienced that. I've experienced a Caucasian woman jumping in my bed. I told her to get out. I'm not interested. I don't give a damn what she looked like. I'm not interested. I'm not mean. I'm not mean to Caucasian ladies at all. I love all womanhood, but you're not the woman for me. I can talk to you, I can be nice to you, I can treat you like a woman should be treated. But as far as romance is concerned, you're not the woman for me. I'm not interested. The thing about that, this white woman, when you talk like that, she like you even more. I've had Caucasian women actually cry. You don't like me because I'm white. That's not fair. They really, I'm sorry. I can't, you're not the woman for me. I just can't do it. They really get upset. But they do. They scream black power and lust for white people behind closed doors. And if you press some of them, they will even tell you. And some of them, this is what they use for an excuse also. Well, the white man raped our women. This is how I get back at the white man, by sleeping and having babies with the white man. That's how I get back with that's how I get my revenge on white men, really. Oh yes, Sister Karen. No, I can't do that. No, not falling for the sugar, Scott. I'm just not interested. I'm not attracted to them. You got to have some dark skin for me. I can't do it. Even some of these sisters that's light skinned, I just can't get into that. They too light for me. Remind me of a white woman. I can't. But I love our people regardless. And most of the women actually that I've dated was light skinned sisters, really. But we come in all shades. I just love us. I don't trip over our skin color. I really don't. My family, my personal family, biological family, you get the lightest of the light to the darkest of the dark. Well, I don't agree with Michael on that one. It doesn't matter if you black or white. For me, it doesn't matter if you black or light, light skinned black. No, white folks, I can get along with you. We can have a business relationship, maybe. I treat you like a human being. But as far as romance is concerned, no. You need to stay with your own. I need to stay with my own. That's natural. That's natural. Sleeping with white people don't mean that you're diverse. Just because you have biracial children and all like that, don't mean this is all. We are the world type crap. It's not. That's just some more fantasy stuff. So on that note, it's just sad. Like I say, want to keep up with Angelsnupnup7? Go to my Facebook, The Reality's on Earth. If you want to keep it with me. Otherwise, when you wake up one morning and this channel is gone because these RBG folks went to the white man and told a damn lie, then you will find me. I have other channels on here. So all you have to do is Google me, baby, and I'll be there. So on that note, let me get out of here. I'll catch y'all on the flip. I'm gonna let y'all talk a little bit in the chat room, and we already 5,000. Peace. Thank you, Brother Scott, I will. Thank you, Sister Karen and Twin and Syrian. Thank y'all for being with me. Thank you to the listening audience and also Facebook. Thank you, everybody. It's really an honor. Everybody be safe. Peace, y'all. You said it was fun, Sister Karen. Hey, if you don't laugh, if we don't see it as fun, it'll make you cry. It'll make you go into depression. Believe it. Thank you, Syrian. If all these other suckers, hey, if all these other suckers can have charismatic people who can talk, people who are articulate, people who can talk, people with all this personality, how come the real truth, reality, how come reality can't produce somebody like that? And I'm not bragging on myself, but I think I do a pretty good job. That's why they get really, really angry at me. Your father was very, very smart man, Scott. Very. Had to be. I'm gonna say this too. For some reason, people might think that I really enjoy speaking the way I do. You know, against people that you consider my own. This, you know, talking like this do not bring me joy. It's other things, it's other subjects, it's other topics, it's other things that I could be doing. But this needs to be said. We have to stress that we're traveling. I want to send a shout out to my partners in crime, Sister Noble, Levine, and of course our brother Taalik. Be bringing the heat. Sunday, I'm gonna try to get my brother T-Mont on my panel for Sunday. Myself and T-Mont, he's a Christian. Syrian, he's a Christian. And we had our ups and downs, but he's a beautiful man. He gets emotional over his religion. He knows that Angelsnupnup7 don't mean any harm. I just want what is in the best interest of us. And he's a good man. He's willing. He's just like you, Syrian. He's a Christian. He understands the time. He's a good-hearted person. I want y'all to meet T-Mont. T-Mont been around a long time. want to say this also. Now, you know something? You can have 100,000 subscribers. And really, in the grand scheme of things, it really don't mean if you can't accomplish anything. These people, there are thousands of these people. And they cannot accomplish nothing. Why is that? Because they have no real plan. They have no real plan. They keep doing the same things that don't work over and over again. And also, they are inspired by fantasy. They're not looking at their situation in a real sense. But that's what we do here. Everybody here can think for themselves. Everything that I say, I'm not teaching you a damn thing. I'm not teaching y'all nothing. You already know. We share information here. We share thoughts here. We understand and we've accepted the reality of our situation. You are the master teacher here. Your brain is number one here. We learn how to think. Now I have my friend Syrian. Syrian is a Christian, but there's got to be a reason why Syrian wants to hang around people like you and me. It's got to be a reason. Because Syrian understands the reality of what we dealing with in this country and around the world. I would hope that God would help us. That's not my problem. My problem is, damn God, help us. We need your help. But if God is not going to do nothing for us, then we have to do it ourselves. I mean, that's just common sense. Can't be waiting on God. I would say, I would advise that we reject all this religion and spirituality and all this stuff. Really, that's the best thing for us to do. But if we feel as though we have to maintain that in our life, then we can be like Syria. We can be like those of us who understand our situation. And I don't make mockery. I want to make something very clear. I don't make mockery of people and their beliefs. I only show the fallacy, the error in belief system. See, Syrian and my brother, they did not create Christianity. I'm talking about Christianity. I'm not talking about Syrian as a person. I'm not talking about my brother or any of my brothers and sisters who are believers as people. I'm talking about these ideologies. I'm not talking about God Nollywood as a person. I'm talking about your attempt to bring back from the dead RBG, Marcus Garvey ideology. Time that we let go all this stuff, y'all. Start new so that we can win. New strategy, new thinking, new creativity, a new vision. Learn from what our ancestors done learn from their mistakes so that we can win. That's what it's about. You have these people, they want to show that they're smarter than me. It's not about being smarter. It's about what will work. You're doing things that have been proven they don't work. Whoa, we're getting ready to hit the fog. Yeah, Sister Karen. That's all they want to do, beef. Debate, beef, and fight amongst one another. Well, I guess they'll be doing that as they falling down into that mass grave. Fighting for the best spot down in the mass grave. You know, I'm telling you, this is sort of cool that you can work on a job and make YouTube videos and run your mouth. You're right, Syria. No real ambition, no drive. So what purpose do they serve? They are in the way. They're in the way. They're detrimental. And they really don't like us as a people anyway. You can just be talking with these people, and the first thing out of their mouth, you love homosexuals. Nobody even talking about no gay people or nothing like that. Oh, Scott, Houston, Texas in the house. I actually have relatives in Houston, Texas. Hey, that's where the Advice show is out of. Well, I don't think he actually lives in Houston. He lives on the outskirts of Houston. Philip Scott, the Advice show. Now he's Mr. African now. He's Mr. African, and he's fat. Phil done gained a lot of weight. Must be eating a lot of that African food, I guess. Oh, okay. Right. Okay, we having technical difficulties. The next time this thing go out, I'm gonna be gone, y'all. Just want to give you a heads up, cause it keeps going out on us. It keeps buffering. Stop calling names, Sister Karen. You gotta show our people love now. Yeah, these people hate on me because I give money away. Ain't that some stuff? Out of my own personal pocket. How can you get angry at somebody because they give money away to the people that you say that you love? I even gave Alquan $50. The only thing these people do is take. They take and receive. They never give. Never. Yeah, Aquan even talked about his he even talked on the live stream that he messed with Caucasian women. But he's pro-black. Like I said, I don't mind. Matter of fact, I love debates. I can handle a debate. But you cannot debate these little guys. They too emotional. I tear their argument down real fast, and then they start getting angry and upset. And nobody have time for that kind of stuff. I can't do it. The only ones, oh yeah, they hate the sisters. Yeah, they do. The only thing a black woman can do for these guys is have babies for them.